What would have been very interesting is whether or not the AG, the Advocate General of Punjab, would have made certain submissions. He was not even present in court today. But this is a step towards a larger victory, is it not, Bhavtosh? Yes, interim bail has now been granted, but there's also, of course, the very significant matter of the petition that's been filed to quash the cases together.
Well, yes, Siddharth, remember this case also in a way shows how a state administration can bend backward if the political masters ask them to do so. Because the crew that went to Ludhiana, it went from Noida, from Delhi to be specific, to Ludhiana. They were not even aware of the antecedents of the complainant in this case. Despite that, if you just go by the footage that Times Now has been hearing, there were certain police officer or allegedly police officers who laid a trap and then entrapped them, and then they were booked in a case of SC/ST Act along with sections which are completely bailable. The harassment that have been faced by our video journalist Mritunjay and driver Parminder, will they be compensated in countries, in Western countries, in Europe? There is obviously a law for monetary compensation. Will it be followed by Punjab Police? Will NHRC follow? Will NCW follow this matter? Or will this matter just stop with the issuing of a statement?
You are absolutely right, Bhavtosh. Other countries have a law of torts. You can actually be compensated for malicious prosecution as well. What's very important right now, Bhavtosh, is given the fact that there have been some scathing observations made by the Punjab and Haryana High Court, it is imperative that the Punjab Police come out and clarify its actions, at the very least, provide some kind of an explanation for the misuse and the abuse of the law in this specific instance.
Yes, Siddharth, in fact, as I was telling Christine, that you have a commissionerate system for a better law and order, not to have a law and order that buckles under pressure when the political masters, when politicians ask them to do so. Remember, from Friday, 4 p.m. onwards till 9:30, when the till 9 when the story was aired, there was no one in Punjab Police who was willing to answer one of the calls that were being repeatedly by our sister concerned Times Now Bharat, or for that matter by Times Now, and it required series of stories to be aired to even inform that Bhavana as well as others have been arrested in a case where all sections were bailable except SC/ST Act. Now that's where this entire issue lies, and Justice Masih has also said that one should now frame guidelines so such kind of harassment are not faced in future by others. Now, whether Justice Masih has seen such abuse of law in previous cases, one has to wait and see. Whether the order mentions this, we have to wait and see. But the question is, will Punjab Police, or for that matter Punjab government or national convener of Aam Aadmi Party, will come out in open? Remember, on Saturday there was virtually trolling by senior leaders of Aam Aadmi Party. They in fact said that if Bhavana and others have not committed any offence, they should, why they are not getting bail. Now there are certain observations that have been made by Punjab Haryana High Court today.
And Bhavtosh, this raises a larger institutional question as well, because at the end of the day, the decision of the Magistrates Court to send these individuals to judicial custody is something that now also is under serious question, given the kind of observations the Punjab and Haryana High Court has made. So that too has to be addressed, because like the judge is reported to have said orally during making those oral observations, the approach was very mechanical in nature.
Siddharth, on a show with our group editor Navika Kumar, that's the point that was raised by senior advocate Harish Salve. He said that time and again we have seen how the trial court along with the state police have really surrendered to the whims and fancies of the state government and to the police, and it is a high time that this issue should be addressed. Now, again, having said that, these are observations that have been made in an open court. Whether they are reflected in the order given by the Punjab Haryana High Court, we have to wait and see. But the entire case shows how the police functions. The police booked them in case of bailable warrant and bailable offences. Despite knowing this, despite knowing all this, the senior most officers did not even intervene when Mrityunjay and Parminder were being sent to judicial custody. In fact, they have been sent to Ludhiana Central Jail, where there are terrorists who have been are still being lodged. There are accused who have been booked under organized crime syndicate. Now, what we are asking, will Punjab Police DGP Mr. Gaurav Yadav, for that matter, Ludhiana Police Commissioner, will they come out open and explain who asked them to put the Mrityunjay and Parminder in jail, despite knowing that they have been booked under bailable offence?
Right, Bhavtosh, and we'll of course have to wait and see as to what the written order actually says. Ultimately, we'll have to go with what's actually there in the written order, but at least prima facie at the observations level right now, Bhavtosh, the conduct of the Punjab Police in serious question, not just over abuse of the law, but misuse of the law in an extremely malicious manner against people who are only doing their job.
Yes, Siddharth, that's what this case has shown. Remember, in Delhi, our reporters, our colleagues have been assaulted since we have started airing this story. Operation Sheesh Mahal, Rakesh Pandey has been assaulted, Himanshu has been assaulted. Now it at least we can say so that just because the police is not with the present dispensation in Delhi, that they have only been assaulted by personal security officers. And if that had been, if the police had been with the Delhi government, then they could have also been booked in a trumped up in a case of trumped up charges, like in Punjab. Now the Aam Aadmi Party in Punjab, in a way, entrapped Bhavana, video journalist Mrityunjay, and driver Parminder, and that was the reason why Advocate General was not present in the courtroom. He knew the case was falling apart, and there was only a government lawyer who was present, and the entire hearing actually lasted for 40 minutes. Yesterday, Siddharth, it lasted for nearly 4 hours, and because of heated exchange, the judge in fact referred the matter to Chief Justice, and the matter went back to Justice Masi, who was hearing this matter last week.